Russell Wesbrook and Nikola Jokic made history the other night in a 124-105 win against the Brooklyn Nets. In this game, they both recorded a triple-double in the same game. This was the second time they had done it this season. They had done it earlier on December 30th, in which they had recorded a triple-double in the same game together. And that was against the Utah Jazz. But this was the first time in history a pair of teammates had recorded a triple double in the same game twice in the regular season. It had never done before. So that's a pretty interesting stat when you consider the NBA, I believe, it has now been around for, I think, 80 years or close to it. So this is the first time it's happened that a pair of teammates recorded a triple double in the same game twice in the regular season. So you give them credit for that. That's a unique record they'll probably own for a long time since it's never happened before. But it made me think about just Westbrook's career, especially this season. He's been able to have somewhat of a resurgence in Denver. And I say career resurgence in the sense that he's not putting up great numbers like he did in his prime in OKC when he was like averaging a triple double. But I say resurgence in the sense that he's figuring out how to win games now, how to impact winning. And I think that was one of his biggest weaknesses when he left OKC. He could never really find a way to help his team win games. It was like he was putting up numbers, but they were like empty stats and it wasn't resulting in wins. And in OKC, I meant to say in Denver, it seems like he's figured it out. He's figured out how to play with Jokic, how to contribute to winning, and now he's just getting to the flow of it. It's just like so effortlessly smooth for him to help the team win games. He knows the spots to get to. Jokic knows how to use it, which is a testament to Jokic's greatness, that he's figured out a way how to utilize Westbrook's talent to get wins. And I think that was something no other teammate has been able to do, essentially since he left OKC, that he's figured out how to win games with Westbrook. And I would say this, one of Westbrook's weaknesses I've always felt as a player that is that he's very inefficient. Think about it. For his career, he's shot overall from the field 43% and 30% from three. This season, he's shooting about 40, close to 46% from the field. It's 45.9. And his three-point shooting is not good, but overall field goal percentage is good. So I would say 45 or higher is good for a guard. And I think the highest he's ever shot in his career, it says here, is in Houston at 47%. So when I look at his overall field goal percentage for his career, this is the second highest he's shot in his career. So that's insane, which makes me ask the question, how would his career had been different had he been able to play with Nikola Jokic in his prime? Like if he got to play with this current version of Jokic in his prime, like how much different would his career be? I think from a winning perspective, it would be totally different, just because playing with a great big, I always feels helps guards. Great big men can help mask guards' weaknesses, their inefficiencies, and it makes the game easier for them because they get easier buckets from the center of gravity a great big man has, from the doubles, the triple teams. That allows them to get easy layups, easy dunks. It results in them playing more freestyle basketball, knowing that their mistakes can be covered up by the big man. And I've seen this throughout NBA history. You look at Kobe Bryant and Shaq, one of the greatest guard big man combinations of all time. Shaq was always able to cover up Kobe's inefficient game. Kobe could have a bad shooting game, but Shaq could get offensive rebounds, for instance, or put back his misses with dunks, or set picks or screens that got Kobe easy buckets. And on top of that, he could get Kobe easy open shots from his doubles and triple teams. And that made Kobe harder to guard on the Lakers when he was with Shaq versus after Shaq left. And if you think about it, Kobe didn't start winning again until he got another great big man in Pau Gasol. Granted, Gasol was not as dominant as Shaq, but he was able to give Kobe a center of gravity that covered up for his inefficiencies again. So I feel in this case with Westbrook, just with Jokic, it would have made a world of difference, and he would have gotten the best out of prime Westbrook. I think Westbrook would have been nearly unstoppable if he got to play with Jokic just in his prime. It would just been so hard to guard him because his athleticism was out of this world. And his first step was amazing, just the way he could drive to the hole, just all the problems he created. You pair that with Jokic, he's going to be free. Just he simply from the doubles and triple teams Jokic is going to generate, and Jokic is great passing. I think that would have been fun to watch. Just it would have been amazing. He probably wins a championship or two if he got to play with Jokic in his prime, Westbrook's prime, that is. So that really goes to show how much of a difference a great big man can have on a guard's game. Just it's amazing how they can elevate guards to another level. Just I think that's what it shows. It also shows that if you're a guard in this league, even with these new rules, you should always try to strive to play with a great big man if you can, or see if you can get there via trade or free agency, because it can elevate your game to another level. That's just my observations.